Hey you guys, welcome to our channel.
Hi.
Everyone. We are Growing Up Without Borders. I'm Chantal.
I'm Chloe.
I'm Julia.
And I'm Angelique.
And we're traveling around the world.
Yes, if you don't know us already, or this is new, I'm trying to fix this over here for those watching on Facebook. Hey from Seattle, thanks for joining in. Hola, hola, ¿qué tal? Oh, it was so much fun to see you guys, read your comments on YouTube, and then see you guys here live on the video. So we've opened up another browser over here so that when you're messaging us, we can see you. Hey, from Ottawa, fantastic. That is awesome. We just watched a video on Ottawa this morning. That was really fun. So we're in a city right now called Baden. And Baden
Means bath.
means bath. Why does it mean bath? The girls, explain to them. I'm going to let them talk. You guys explain to them what it means and why we're here and all that.
Because they have hot springs here. Just because, like, the Romans used to come and they liked having hot baths, right?
And so today, even though it was hot out, we went into these, well, they're under construction, but they have some that are open, and it's like being in a hot tub. It was really, really
Open
hot.
for the public.
And
It's
you
funny
can-
to see the people because they go in the hot springs, hot tub, and then they jump into the river even though there's a really strong current just to get cooled off. Then they go through the construction area and then they come back.
So they're building it all brand new. Just to back up and explain, it's full of mineral water, and hey from Montreal too on a side note. And all these mineral waters are really healthy and healing for people who have skin conditions and different problems. So it's known, this little area, because it has one of the highest, richest concentration of mineral waters. And they have literally a hot tub kind of bath filled with mineral waters that is open to the public, open to the whole city. So everybody comes in the winter months, they sit in there, summer months, they have a drink. They even, get this, they even have a corkscrew attached to the little fence so that when people bring their wine, they can open up their wine bottle and enjoy a nice glass of wine as they're having a bath, a social bath with everybody. And then the girls say, people are jumping into the cold river right after they've sat in this hot bath. And it's just the craziest thing to see. And then what is the lineups that they had? They had also lineups where you put your
Feet in.
Yeah, so they have foot baths where you can sit in. If you don't want to put your full body in, you just put your feet in the water. So isn't that the coolest thing ever? Has anyone heard of that or seen that before? Anyone? I've never ever heard of that. I've heard of thermal baths and things like that, and there are thermal baths here, but I've never heard of a public one where people just go. It's kind of like the olden days, if you will, back in the Roman times, when the Romans used to go to their thermal baths. And so this is what it's like here, and that's why the city is called Baden.
Another cool thing is there's this pastry that comes from Baden. What is it called again?
It's called the Spanish Brötli. It's
Spanish Brötli.
sounds like Spanish pastry or something. We were looking it up trying to figure out if there was a Spanish
There's a
connection.
very interesting story about it because the people from Zurich that were more wealthy used to get their servants to walk 20 kilometers just to get this pastry, which is really far. So Baden created a train after the pastry. That way they could buy it on the train, right? Or
No, so that their servants didn't have to walk back and forth every day to get these pastries.
And now, because of it, it's the oldest train station in all of Switzerland. It's just so crazy.
So the train was literally made, if you will, because of one pastry that people liked, and it's made out of carrots, nuts, and pastries. Go figure, right? Isn't that crazy? So hey, we just want to say hey to everyone coming in. So we see you there from South Africa, from Mexico, someone else from Rotorua, New Zealand. So cool. We love the Kiwis. And thanks for joining, you guys. I'm going to try and read the comments over here as well, so I don't miss anything. So it's coming up. Cool. So hi from Mexico. Thanks. We just figured this out. Somebody just sent a Mexican 10. Thank you so much. We didn't realize that last time what that was, but now we figured that out. So thank you guys. So hey Lisa over on Facebook. Thanks for joining. Hi from Brazil. Oh, so cool. Julia was just talking with one of her good friends from Brazil literally before the phone call. So Isn't that so cool? The world is such a small place. Tonight we ate dinner in Switzerland at an Indian restaurant. Go figure, right? It was so delicious, and it felt like we were in India because they had the most delicious food, and all the people there were from India, and the smell was authentic. Everything was just so authentically India, and it's getting us very excited to go to India. So thanks so much for getting some hey from Dubai. Very cool. Man, these are some of the countries that we're going to be going to next. So thanks for sharing the love with us. This is going to be so much fun. They were explaining to us, some of the people from India, where they live in Dubai, which is really interesting. And that's going to be one of the stopovers that we are going to be doing. So someone's saying, have you been to Nepal? Not yet. So guys, our goal is to go to every single country in the world. So we have a lot of those ones still to hit up. And yes. What do you think about what happened in the Amazons? Ooh, what do you guys, isn't this crazy? No one's really, I mean, it's starting to be talked about what's happening right now with all the forest fires and everything in the Amazon. But don't you feel that there was so much talk about the cathedral?
The Notre Dame Cathedral.
Yeah.
But then the Amazon has no one talking really.
No one's talking as much about it. It feels like that anyway. So,
Antarctica's gonna be tough to visit. That's funny.
yeah.
It's gonna be cool.
We met this hey from Guatemala and El Salvador. Very cool. Thanks for coming in. So we're gonna start answering questions, and then I just wanted to say one quick thing before we do. We met a couple that are driving from Iran, and it was the coolest thing ever. We pulled over on the highway on a fluke, and all of a sudden we were like, oh my gosh, they have these like Iranian like symbols on their truck. And so we went over to them and they were like, hey, are you guys from Iran? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, you drove here? Like you drove to Europe? And they're like, no, we put it on a ship and then through Greece, went to Italy. And then from Italy, they've been traveling on this, oh dear, somebody's saying we are having a hard time with buffering. Are we on we're on a slower connection because we are not at home.
Anyone else experience buffering?
Anyone else having a hard time, or is it good? Can you hear us okay? Give us a thumbs up if you can. So perfect. So we stopped them and we talked to this couple, and they were like so sweet and so nice, and they were like just giving us advice when we go to their country, and they were just so welcoming. And so like I had opened a piece of chocolate because we always eat chocolate, and I'm like, here's my chocolate. Here's what I can offer you right now. It was just so nice. They were so sweet, and so it just feels so nice to meet other travelers and people who are like willing to go out there. So just to answer some of the questions, somebody asked, what is the most favorite place the girls have visited? So let's be creative, because we always say the same thing. Let's think of something different that we've done that was really cool. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and say. Or is that too fast? I'm gonna say it first then, okay? And then I'm gonna steal them because they're gonna be like, hey, that's what I wanted to say. Guaranteed. South Africa. Let's talk a little bit about South Africa. Today we were vlogging in Baden, and this couple jumped into our video and they're like, hey, we want to be on YouTube. And I was like, oh, that's really funny. And then the guy goes, these are the best Swiss vloggers, blah, blah, blah. He said something like that. And then I was like, oh, he knows us. He goes, yeah, we're from South Africa and we watched all your videos on Switzerland. And I was like, oh, that is so cool. So we got talking, and I was thinking, you know what? They have like such a gorgeous country. You know, South Africa gets a lot of it has a bad rap for being so dangerous and all that, but it is so gorgeous and it is so beautiful. The people are so friendly, so nice, and the food's amazing, and that's the very first place we learned to surf, in Jeffreys Bay, South Africa, so it's dear to our hearts. So I'm picking that as my favorite place. But the question was geared to the girls, so go ahead, girls. Where was your favorite spot?
Would you like to go first? Thailand, Malaysia, because
Thailand and Malaysia both? Are you getting the two confused?
Thailand, Malaysia. Where we went on the motorbikes.
It's
That was in Bali, in
Bali.
Indonesia.
Keep getting mixed up here.
She was only 6 or 7 at the time, so.
I liked it because two reasons why. The first reason, well, there's a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons is because we went on motorbikes, and that was really fun. As well, there was a stand, and we got all these magic, like, we each got something to do with magic, right?
I feel like we got those in Thailand.
Okay,
Well,
so
we got something somewhere. That's all I know.
when you're, how old were you? Were you 6 or 7? Okay, when you're that age, you forget things, right? It becomes a big blur. But basically what Chloe's saying is they have these little motorbikes, and instead of like going by taxi or whatever, we literally went, 3 of us on the motorbike, and we were driving around like locals all over the island, and it was such a cool time. And then Tyler, I think, was with Julia on the other motorbike. So it was funny because it was our first time experiencing a culture where they bring a baby and then the 2-year-old and then the wife, and they're all on this tiny little motorbike, but that's how they travel. And we were like, this is insane, but okay, let's do it, you know? So it was really cool. So how about you, Angelique or Julia? Go ahead.
Ooh, not from the past trip, but from the from Central America as well, or no?
Anything.
Anything?
Any trip you've done.
There's a lot of countries and they're all different and unique, right? So
Okay, next, Angelique.
I don't know.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
They like them all. There's too many good things about too many best spots. So have you ever been to Lukerbad? Well, we have, and we literally just passed through. They have, that's it for all those you guys who don't know Lukerbad, because you might not know, Lukerbad is in Switzerland. It's a tiny little mountain village in the middle of the valley, and basically there's thermal baths there, and it is like beautiful, and we still have yet to go discover the thermal baths in Lukerbad, so we do have to go one day. So Iran, someone's asking, have you been to Iran? We have never been to Iran, and the couple that we met from Iran, they were saying how beautiful it is and the people are so friendly, but they did give us a couple words of wisdom, if you will, and advice, which was super nice of them. So we will be going one day.
Somebody said you seem like really smart people.
Do you guys have any future plans?
someone I think said, are you ready to travel to the different planets in the future?
Different planets?
Yes.
She wants to.
I don't.
I think
Someone's asking if we're going to the Balkans. Well, who is saying that? Because yes, we are. We are leaving to go to the Balkans like very, very soon. So we're gonna go, we've been through that whole area already, but we are coming back, and we're gonna make videos this time, because last time we went, we didn't have a YouTube channel. It was back in 2014 maybe, and so there you go. Someone's asking how old you girls are. Let's
11.
go ahead.
15.
13.
There you go. I don't say my age.
I was planting that.
Oh, okay.
Somebody said I'd like to see the Obsidian Desert in South Iran. What is that?
Oh, well, see, we don't know these areas, so this is what we'll have to do. We'll have to like make maybe a special post, and those of you guys watching can maybe tell us some of the best spots to go and the highlights, so that we know where to go and what to see and do, because we need to know what places you maybe want us to feature in the video as well, because we will be creating some of those videos for you guys. Please videos, India, we will. And we were just on Google Maps, literally a half an hour ago, Tyler and I, and we were looking at the country of India. And did you know to drive from like maybe one point down to the south is literally over a day
And 21 hours.
21 hours, like 2 days of driving. So it is massive. We were like, oh my gosh, that's further than going from Canada to Florida like we used to always do. So it's like 800 kilometers more than what we would normally do. So I was like, it is huge. Somebody's saying, do we go to Kruger National Park? So we visited, they're asking, this is South Africa, for those of you who don't know. We visited many, I was gonna say theme parks, many park reserves all over Africa. So we went to Etosha, which was in Namibia, which was massive. We went to a park that was near Durban. It was called, I forget. Then we went to some elephant park near Knysna. It was beautiful, like a reserve that was for rescuing elephants and such, and that was so cool. I'm trying to think where else. Like basically we drove through a few different, but not the big one. We didn't do Kruger, which is, everyone knows Kruger, right?
We did Etosha.
We did do Etosha, yeah, and that was really cool because it was 3 hours of driving through. Tell them the story though, because we had a rental car. We had
The picnic table, the one with the puddles.
Sure, both. It was so funny because you're driving through a game reserve. Okay, so let's explain first for people who have not been there. you go through game reserves, and it's basically like this big, massive, if you will, enclosed, massive park for animals, right?
And it's like nobody there. It's just you, these ones that we went to. It's like just you and then like another car 20, 30 minutes ahead of you.
yeah.
So just you. So this one that we went to, it was a day after it rained or something, or did it rain that day?
There was a lot of
like
rain, basically.
There's a lot of rain. So we went on the side road where there's 0 cars. Like, let's just go this way because maybe I'll see more animals than not the main road. So we go on the side road. Then there's like a whole bunch of potholes, and then it starts like it's like full of water because of the rain. So it's like a bit deep, and then it keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper until it's like up to the windows, and it's like, how much deeper is it gonna get? And there's like nobody there.
We were really
0 people.
worried.
There's this one time, and it was like you're supposed to be out by sundown because that's when all the animals start coming out. It was like getting sundown. We didn't want to get like locked into this game reserve, and then we're going down the roads quite fast, and it's sundown, and then all of a sudden there's this big elephant, and then we're like, oh, and then we start backing up, and then boom, there's an elephant right behind us. And when that happens, you're supposed to like turn off your car and just like wait and pray.
Wait and pray. We were so scared. We were petrified.
It's like, please don't close the park and please don't sit on our car.
Hey, Dave is joining in there on Facebook. Nice to see you there. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. So for all of you guys, someone else is saying it's first time watcher. Thanks so much if you're brand new to our channel too, by the way. Thanks for watching and for subscribing. I was just looking at our numbers, and 95% of you who are watching our videos are not subscribed. So shame on you. Go and click the subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe so that you're notified, and it encourages us as well. So, oh my gosh, the comments are coming in really fast. So,
You can see them here.
oh, perfect.
Somebody says, please don't sit on the car.
Someone
Yeah.
started watching us from Drew's videos. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're loving our channel. That is so exciting. Hey, Tim from Florida. We got a lot of these Floridians coming in. We miss you guys. I'm so sorry we didn't see you. You're gonna see a lot of our videos coming out, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you were in Florida how long? We were literally jumping around like crazy, visiting everything and making cool videos. So, Jose has a question here in Mexico.
When
The girls make a really big party to celebrate. Oh, someone's asking about the 15-year-old birthday party that they call the quinceañeras. So for those
Do
of
they
you guys,
make it in other countries too?
so in America they do something called sweet 16s when they're 16.
but we don't really do anything like in our culture, especially, let's talk about birthday party differences.
In Brazil, they do sweet 15.
Like quinceañera, like
Well,
the Spanish,
same.
and yeah. But in Europe, at least in Switzerland, the birthday parties are way different than
Yes.
Canada, United States. So let's explain a birthday party. Okay, really fast. A birthday party in the US, everyone knows you send out invitations. People show up, you get goodie bags. It's like big parties, it's decorations, and it's like a big event. It's
and
themed.
It's like colored pasta, colored this, colored that.
It's like big events, right? Okay, so what's a birthday like in Switzerland?
It's like a certain
Quiet.
amount of people allowed. Nobody else.
More like, yeah, small.
No goodie bags.
More quieter, I guess.
It's just more
Worse, like-
low key.
Yeah.
Everything's a lot more low key, right? And it's just more like they get together still, but it's not like the big, like America, everything's big, right? And so they don't have the same style, right? And so we threw a party for Angelique one year, and it was hilarious because we did all these like challenges and everything, and the kids are like, "This is like the best birthday ever!" It was so funny. So, hey, thanks for joining in. Someone else coming in from Cancun, and someone else from Drew's video. Oh my gosh, Drew's such a cool guy. We love following his videos, and he is right now in the country of Yemen. And it's great for us to watch and think like, how are we gonna do Yemen, and how are we gonna do some of these countries with 3 girls, you know? And we were talking about that at dinner, right? We were saying, well, some of these countries we'll just go when it's wintertime so that we can like cover up our heads with like warm hats, and we'll just fit right in, and like, you know, we'll be wearing lots of layers of clothes and all that, and we won't be hot, right? So
Somebody said, what are your top 3 favorite countries?
really fast. Ali.
Switzerland, Nicaragua, Thailand,
Indonesia?
Malaysia. No,
Malaysia?
Bali.
Bali, Indonesia. There you go.
I keep saying the wrong.
When are we coming to India? We're going to be coming to India. It's going to be in the fall, and perfect weather-wise. So And just so you're not confused, our videos always get put out there like weeks after our trip. So you will see the videos for India probably coming up in January or something crazy like that. So, what else? We found the coolest app. I'm going to tell you about this app. Yeah. I'm trying to read this comment. You guys can read it and I'll talk about it.
Yeah, you can read it right there.
Okay, so we discovered this app just the other day, and for those of you who are traveling to wherever you're traveling, sometimes when you're on a budget, it makes it really cool if you can find good deals. So if you guys want to know a good deal for when you're traveling to Switzerland, let me know. And it's not just for Switzerland, by the way, it's everywhere. And you guys might already know about it because we sometimes are late when it comes to apps and stuff like that. We just feel kind of disconnected sometimes. But basically it's called?
Too Good to Go.
Too Good to Go. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of this
So
app?
it's like when a bakery is closing or a restaurant's closing or whatever, it's like they put it on for a better deal, and then you can go and quickly buy the thing.
Yeah, so like in Switzerland, get this, like a sandwich in Switzerland, like just a normal sandwich is like 8 francs. It's not given, right? It's like a more expensive country. And then you can like go on there and basically for 5 francs, you can get 20 francs worth of food. And it's always like a surprise goodie bag, if you will.
Yeah.
So we were like, we just discovered this app and we're like, this is so cool, let's try it. So we like ordered a couple things and we went in and like, what are we getting? And it's just like, it's a surprise. We're like, ooh, so you feel like it's like Christmas on top of it and you're getting a sweet, good deal. And there you go. So for those of you who don't know the app, it's basically to stop food waste around the world. And so it's only between a certain time that you can do it and then you get a good deal. So we thought it was really cool.
Somebody said, are you guys homeschooled? Yes.
Yes.
We are homeschooled.
Tell them about your homeschool.
So we use a curriculum called Monarch. It's an online curriculum. This year coming up for school, we're going to be changing to like the same curriculum but on a USB stick, because then we can do it offline. Because when we have online, it's really cool. It's got its like calendar, it's got the schedule and everything for doing your lessons, and then you can like move it and stuff, and then basically you do all your lessons and stuff.
Yeah, it's really good. We took off geography because the girls, they learn so much about geography. Like even when we're traveling here, we're learning which glacier is bringing in the water and which river it is and how the rivers connect to the Rhone. And so like they're learning geography basically by world schooling is what you call it. I hate the word unschooling, but technically with geography and history, that's basically what we're doing. We went to a history museum 2 days ago and we learned.
Oh, that was so cool.
Yeah.
Because not only was it like just a museum,
They had old-fashioned clothes that you could take pictures.
yeah.
So they had like all these outfits. We were just like putting them on and trying them on, being all silly and going out and taking pictures.
That was really fun.
Mhm.
That was the
Really
history
cool.
museum here, actually, in Baden, and so that was. Oops, sorry for banging the table. That was really cool, and basically, yeah, they learn history as we go, as we go along. So I think someone answered the question. They said if I'm talking about America, do I mean like America, the continent, or the U.S.? So every time I say America, usually I mean the United States. So I call America the States.
Somebody's saying they're learning English with us.
Oh, fantastic. We're learning German on YouTube, you guys. We were doing that in the car ride
My
here.
mom is.
Well, I played it for you guys. So it's like,
We weren't really listening.
you weren't?
Well, I don't think we didn't play it for
I was
long. I
doing
don't think we really
something.
played it when we
Well,
were there.
Tyler and I did this long car ride, and the two of us were learning German with this lady who speaks High German, I guess you call it. So it was really fun. And then we played it for the girls, and we're like, girls, instead of watching YouTube videos, watch this YouTube video, because at least you learn German. Angelique said, why do I have to learn German? I'd rather learn Japanese. I'm like, okay, go learn Japanese then. Isn't that funny? So it's cool. Learning languages here is so normal. There's people all over that speak like 4 and 5 languages, and we're like, seriously? It's so crazy.
So they
Yeah.
said, how many languages do you know?
So we speak French and English. We get by on Spanish.
Yeah, we need to perfect our Spanish. Yeah, Sesame Street. A lot of people, someone said they're watching German by watching Sesame Street. It's so true. We, when we were in Thailand, we met a whole family, basically a mom and then her 2 kids, and that's how she taught them English, and they were learning English. So someone else
Well,
said,
it's easier because then it's like a toddler show.
Yeah.
Because then it says hello, blah, 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 blah.
It's just amazing. So you guys, thank you guys so much. If you have questions, we'll leave it open for a couple more minutes. Mucho gusto. Thank you. The country is funny in German. Okay. Well, Angelique was saying something really funny during dinner. Sorry, you guys, the girls keep banging the table, and I do too. We were eating dinner, and Angelique was talking about a TV or a movie that you started watching. In what language?
Hindi.
And you know, my kids are really funny. I was like, I've never thought to watch a movie in Hindi before, but she said, what did you say? She said, I actually understood it. And I'm like, seriously? Like, she's like, I feel like I understand what they're saying. I'm like, okay, I gotta see this movie that she's watching in Hindi. It's a really cool movie apparently about an elephant. And so there you go. Yes, in Hindi. Can you imagine? What's the movie? What's the name of the movie? Do you even know the name?
Yes.
What's it called?
Jungly.
Jungly.
I understand it too. It's like you make up your own story while you're watching it. It's like, get back, but like that.
I have no idea what they're talking about. Oh, you guys, it's so funny. So
They're just trying to reconnect over there.
over there is trying to
What is your
reconnect.
most scary travel experience? Somebody asked.
Our most scary travel
We
experience.
haven't really had too many. Oh,
Joy.
Not really, right? We've had really good experiences out of the whole time we've been traveling.
Really?
Yeah, but it wasn't too
guess.
scary, right? Anything else, girls? I'm trying to reconnect over here. I'm so sorry for those of you watching
Susan, have you been to Russia yet?
We did a stop. We have to go back. Hold on, you guys. I'm really trying to reconnect for those watching on Facebook, and they've been disconnected from you all. So this is not working. Oh well, there we go. Oh, it's on. You guys can talk while I do this.
Okay. What should we talk
There's
about?
no
What,
comments.
tomorrow we're going to do something really cool. We are going up to a mountain peak to 2,500 meters. So sometimes, believe it or not, in Switzerland you have 4G connections when you're up that high on the mountain. Can you believe it? So if that's the case, we maybe can do a quick live so you guys can see what it looks like up there. It's going to be really cool and really fun. And the other thing, I'm just still trying to connect.
So I said, what was the first country you all visited together?
well, the United
America.
States of America, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Somebody said, sing a song.
I think that's when I was trying to do this. Okay. Poor
Somebody
people on
said-
Facebook. They'll just gonna have to go.
It said, where's your next trip?
Your video has been ended.
Sing
The video.
Heidi.
Our next trip, okay, so the next coming trip, so where we're gonna go to next is gonna be Croatia and Serbia and Bosnia and Montenegro.
The Balkans, basically.
Macedonia, the whole Balkans. So that's where we're going to next. And then we are going, yes, someone's saying yes, they live in Serbia. It's gonna be so much fun. So we've been there already, but we're coming back. It's gonna be really, really cool. So we're really looking forward to that. We're even gonna go to Kosovo, and it's gonna be really, really, really cool. So, and we don't know how to speak any of those languages, so this is gonna be interesting. I know a lot of people speak English, so we're gonna be driving through Slovenia to get there. So, someone asked, where is my husband? He doesn't like to be on camera, you guys, so he is not here on camera. He's basically in the other room. We're staying also in this beautiful home on a site, if you've never heard of it, it's called Home Exchange. And Home Exchange, basically, you can put your home on there and you can do these exchanges. And so we're doing a lovely exchange this weekend, and it allows us to travel. And the benefit of it is you have your own house, you have your own, space. It's not like a hotel. You can really like sprawl out, and you get a whole workstation, if you will, because they have a whole table. It's just really nice. And so, and it's homey and comfy and all that. So definitely check it out. I'm gonna put our link too, because we do get a little, how do you call it, like a kickback if people sign up through our link. So I'm gonna put that link for you if you haven't done it. It's a great way to travel, and they're all around the world. So there you go. So just to end our live here in Baden, Switzerland, you guys, thank you so much for coming in. And they're all saying about their trips there. So cool, so cool, so cool. Thank you for your comments. Someone's saying hello from Rust in Germany. That's so cool. We've been there many times. Love it there. I think I caught what
Somebody
you
said
said.
an open air museum in
Oh.
Gustav.
They love the
Gustav.
area, they said.
They said 25-minute away a museum in Gustav.
Oh, very cool. Gutash. I don't know that. I know Roost, but I do not know that area there.
It's
so
an open air museum.
very cool. Yes. So anyway, so again, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Give us a big thumbs up.
Share our videos.
Yeah, share our
Yep.
videos. And we will see you on our next live, so long as we have good internet. So we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.